Keep your hands off of. We say to the governor, Larry Hope, Mr. Hope, make sure no harm comes to your state attorney in Baltimore. Make sure. We say to the President of the United States, make sure no harm comes to this black woman who's prosecuting these police officers, because if any harm comes to this prosecutor while she's prosecuting this case, we will hold Baltimore and America thoroughly accountable. Thoroughly accountable. These streets are quiet for a moment, but if you harm this prosecutor who is prosecuting these cops, it only take one time. It only take one time. It only take one time. Black power, no justice, no justice. Let me take one more step here. We must have freedom for all political prisoners. All prisoners who are locked up in the Baltimore jail, they are political prisoners. We want freedom for all political prisoners and amnesty for everybody. Oh yeah, that's what I said. We want amnesty for everybody. Look, let me tell you something about these youth. The ones that y'all are trying to arrest. All of these youth out here, and the ones in the streets. I'm talking about the ones with the bottles. I'm talking about the ones with the rocks. I'm talking about the ones, them high schoolers that set it off on Monday. These are the greatest youth of our generation. We love these youth, and without them, we love these youth.
Hello.
I'm going to say it. I say to Mr. Obama, these are not thugs. These are our babies. We love every last one of them. Down to the rock thrower, down to the bottle thrower. Every one of them are our children, and we love them. They are not thugs. If you believe that President Obama is in error in calling our youth thugs, and the mayor is in error calling our youth thugs, raise your hands high. Raise your hands high. They are revolutionaries. They have not compromised like you Uncle Toms. They are revolutionaries. They've got us here today. Give the youth a hand. I'm talking about the youth in the streets. I'm talking about the youth in the alley. I'm talking about them youth everybody hates. They are my friends. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. That's why today you are hearing from the youth. You are hearing from the youth.
You're not the
youth. They have compromised with this enemy. They have compromised with the forces of injustice. They are the same overseers and the same blacks on the plantation that Lord Baltimore brought here hundreds of years ago. We want, again, amnesty for all of the youth that have been locked up. We want bails and the elimination of bail for all of the youth that have been locked up in this struggle. You know who they remind me of? They remind me of the Palestinians going up against the Israeli army. They remind me of the Palestinians. Those high schoolers that drove their behinds off that block on Monday. You know who I'm talking about. Them high schoolers, the police threw rocks at them. But those young high schoolers, those uncompromising high schoolers, they mounted up and they drove the police off that Black Monday and they set it off. And that's the reason out here today with some justice. Give them a hand, man. No justice. No justice. We're after a complete constructive change. And that means revolution. A complete constructive change. Now we're asking for every one of them to be released. If you support amnesty, it's not a riot. I beg your pardon. It's not a riot. Was it the Boston Tea Party riot? Or was it the Boston Tea Party rebellion? Talk to me.
You know what it was.
I'm coming to the curfew in a minute. I'm coming right to the curfew, and I got a request for Larry Hogan, for Governor Hogan. I got a request for him. Stick with me for 5 more minutes. What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
We are calling on Governor Larry Hogan. Raise up on this curfew.
That's right.
Governor Hogan, I have a respectful request to you, Mr. Governor. I know you're watching. Mr. Governor and Mrs. Mayor, if you've got some juice with the governor, this is a request to both of you. We are respectfully asking that you raise up off the curfew tonight, in the curfew. Take the military out of the street. We don't want no tanks. We don't need no guns pointed at us. We don't want no damn army up here. We want to live like we some human beings. Get them out of here. We are asking for lifting. We are respectfully asking Mr. Governor for lifting of the curfew. Nobody out here is going to go out here and start any violence because they're waiting on the trial. They're waiting on the trial, and they have gotten some justice. This Attorney General has given us some justice. You don't got to worry about nothing, Mr. Governor. But this curfew is oppressive. This curfew needs to be lifted tonight. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you are for the lifting of the curfew and going back to your normal lives, hell, it's the Mayweather fight tonight. I'm sorry, but I got my money on Floyd Mayweather. Sorry about that. To you Pacquiao fans, the people are going to be out tonight because it's the fight. The people are going to be in the streets tonight because it's the fight. We don't need any more army men in our streets. We don't need any more AK-47s in our streets. We don't need any more riot police like they jumped on them demonstrators last night. That was wrong. Leave the people the hell alone. Leave the demonstrators alone. Leave them alone and take the army out of town. Take the National Guard out of town, man. So we're asking you, respectfully, Governor Hogan, back your troops up. Back them up. Back the curfew up. How many of you pledge that if the curfew is ended, that we will go about our lives like strong, dignified individuals, and you won't burn up nobody's cars and stuff. Raise your hands high. So we're on. Bring me my lineup.
Now this is what I'm going to say. I know we've been doing a lot of talking. I'm holding up this card because after every event, they always ask what's coming next. What's coming next, guys, is that we got to get connected. So go to the tightKnitMovement.com, TIGHTKNIT movement.com. You have to understand that we have to help these youths. If you have a job, list your job. If you have some skills that you're going to give them some skills. Just like the lady said, if you got some food, give us some food. We have so many of you guys out here that has resources. We know that everybody can't get on this platform, but look at the person next to you. They have resources. We got to get to know each other. So please, love each other, get connected, and get the resources we need.
How y'all doing, Baltimore? You are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Earth and I are standing here. My name is Kimberly LeGree. In support of the people that are here and other missions that are sprouting up all over this city and all over this nation, because people want to see real change. We are tired of talking. But what we're going to do is make sure we emphasize unity amongst each and every effort, each and every organization. We all think we have the answer. But guess what? We actually do. No one person and no one group has the answer to this problem. This problem is multidimensional. This problem is complex. This problem is multi-layered. So naturally, it's going to take a multi-dimensional and diverse solution. So just like Malik is standing here, just like I'm standing here, just like Eartha is standing here, and Kim, we all may have different perspectives on this thing. And I guarantee you, believe me, we all argue behind the scenes. We don't agree all the time. But the one thing we do agree on is that we want to see you all live and survive.
No, because the hotel said
so your voice is represented in this group on today. You may not identify with each and every speaker, but I guarantee you it's at least one. So what we encourage you to do is go enlarge our territory individually. That is the larger we'll be as one. So even though we're diverse, I don't care if you're black or white, if you're civilian or blue, it doesn't matter. It's still your community, it's still your people, and it's still your future. So we will work together. We will work together. We will work together. So I don't have to like you to work with you. As long as we have our goal in common, and we know what our goal is, then we will work together to get there. So Baltimore, this is the coalition for the transformation, for the betterment of Baltimore. We are the coalition of coalitions. We are a macro coalition. So shout out to Derek Chase, who I stand with on today and stand for, because we want to see everybody's voice heard. We don't want to tear each other down anymore. So I look forward to having each of you connect with one another and connect to one of these missions. So find out where you can stand and where your place is and get to work. We're going from protesting to action. Protesting to action. We're going protesting to action. One Baltimore, one love.
Hello everyone, my name is Tiffany McAllister. I'm an organizer for Out for Justice. We're a nonprofit, member-led organization that works on policy reform, and we're all about accountability and community growth. We've been, Gilmore Homes, where you at? Gilmore Homes, where you at?
CBS
we believe in helping the directly impacted be empowered to take their initiatives further. I encourage all organizations with our beautiful messages and our beautiful initiatives to go where the directly impacted have been. Go to Fulton and Presbury, where the scene of the crime went down. Go to Gilmore Homes and ask them, how can we help you? How can we back you? Someone once told me that you cannot help the people unless you first love the people. Well, guess what? We're all human, so I guess we're supposed to all love each other, right? Peace. What does peace mean? Proper education always corrects error, someone once told me. So we cannot have peace unless we come together with an understanding. Don't just look at things through your eyes. Just try to think about somebody else's story. Care enough about their story to sit and listen, and then understand where they're coming from. Understand their perspective. Once we understand the whole picture, then we can work towards peace. Let me paint the picture. All lives do matter. But why do we say black lives matter? Because black lives are the one disproportionately deprived. When you go to Cockeysville, you don't see 20, 30 police cars patrolling the streets. But when you go to Gilmore Homes, they're running the streets every 5 minutes like clockwork. Why? Isolation, not protection. Black lives matter because we're the ones that are disadvantaged. So what do we need? Immediate goals. Individual growth. Then community growth. And over the long term, out for justice, get with us, policy reform. We organize, we mobilize, and we build power for change. So for the community, for Gilmore Homes, I asked some youth to come and speak today from their perspective, but sadly they couldn't be here. And I know they're in the audience. Maybe they felt intimidated to speak, and that's okay, because their voices will still be heard. So I say, attention, Baltimore. As I stare into the crowds, I see hundreds of beautiful souls. It doesn't matter what you've been through or what you've done to get to where you are. We all have lived different yet similar stories, but we're all on a beautiful journey called life. We were forced into certain ways of living. We had to make the choices that we made to survive. But I challenge everyone to put the negativity behind you. Let the past be the past, and let today be the start of a new beginning. We are Baltimore. This is our home. We demand change. But in order to see change, we have to be the change that we want to see. You see these blue shirts in the crowd, they say, change begins with me. We are a family. No matter what your class, your skin color, the sect you claim, the hood you from, what religion you practice, or what God you praise. We are all here, we all live here, and we're all human. We are Baltimore, and we are tired, and we want better. So if you will with me, look to the left and say, I love you, my brother, my sister. Look to the right and say, I love you, my brother, my sister.
I love you, my brother and sister.
Then raise your two hands and place them over your heart and say, I love myself like I love my brothers and my sisters. Then hold your hands high to the sky and say, we love you, Baltimore.
We love you, Baltimore.
Keep them up, and then say, we love you, Freddie Grey.
We love you, Freddie Grey.
And that goes to all the other ones who lost their lives as well. Now I encourage everyone, every organization, and every individual to stand together for one mission. That one mission is to rebuild Baltimore. Revitalize Baltimore. And with that one mission, everybody needs to come together at the same round table and put your skill sets together and stay in your lane. Do what you do best, but to collectively for the same mission. Out for Justice can provide that platform. 3846B Falls Road. Let's get one unified round table together for the same mission. What's your product? Bring it to the table and let's grow. Let's build our family, our people, and let's revitalize our city. Thank you.
Let's give a hand. All of the youth that are on the program, let them through the gate. We have the permit for the day, so let the kids, youth, come through the gate. That's what we want to do. Oh, we set this up for the voice of Baltimore and for the voice of the kids. What I want to bring on now, from the wire. All right, well, y'all come on in here with that. Y'all come over here. You don't need to do all that. Just come over here. You ain't gonna out-demonstrate the demonstrators. We are the demonstrators. You come on over here. Because this is the platform for the people today. Uncompromised, unbought out, uncontrolled. This is for the people. I want to bring on two gentlemen I want you to hear from before you hear from the next set of youth. I'm talking about Slim from The Wire and Pastor Ted Sutton from the Minister of Defense in Baltimore, Maryland. Bring them along, around. Give them a round of applause. Real brief.
I want the mic. Excuse me, Baltimore. I love y'all. And I stand strongly, y'all, up here right now as a black woman, as the mother of a 17-year-old daughter. And I refuse to have male patriarchy take over this shit. It's not happening today. It's not happening. Let me tell y'all something. It is women that gave birth to this country. It is women that gave birth to Freddie Grey. It is women that gave birth to Rakia Boyd. Justice for Rakia. Justice for Rakia. Say it with me, women. Justice for Rakia. Justice for Rakia. Justice for Maya Hall. She is Baltimore's own. Justice for trans lives. We cannot forget them. They are humans. They are people too. We will not have men dictate my... This country has always told women we cannot be angry. We cannot express our rage. We cannot express our pain. But damn it, America, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. My blood runs through their veins. My ancestors fought for this country too. Rakia did not get an indictment. Rakia did not get an indictment. Women are murdered. Just as men. Men need to acknowledge us. Acknowledge us. Acknowledge us. Acknowledge us. Acknowledge us. Acknowledge us. We are on the lines fighting for you. We are fighting for you. I love y'all. I love black men. I love my sisters. We cannot forget Ayanna Stanley show.
Thank you.
We can't. Sorry, the microphone, but we can't. We can't, sisters. I love y'all. I love y'all. I can't. We cannot have this moment. We are in the national spotlight, international spotlight. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love and protect one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love and protect one another. We have nothing to lose but our chains. What do we want? When do we want it? Now! If we don't get it, fuck that goddamn CBS! did a damn thing for me. They talking about windows. Fuck those damn windows. Them windows ain't keeping blood off my street. We cannot have our blood be labeled as the new fertilizer of these grounds. Our blood is not fertilizer. We cannot do that anymore, people. I love Baltimore. Let me tell y'all something. My name is Erica Mines. I'm 37. My daughter just turned 17 on Monday the 27th. Today she is celebrating her birthday alone without me. Her father is there with her. And I asked my daughter, I love you, but my people is calling me. She said, Mom, go. She said, go. I know, go. So I have the blessings of my daughters. I need the blessing of these men to acknowledge the women. The women. The women. The women. And I'm out.
Give her another strong round of applause. Give it to her. Give it to her. Give it to her. It's that kind of show up here today. Y'all all right? All right, look, we're going to march in about an hour, less than an hour. Y'all ready?
Yeah!
If you want the governor to end the curfew and to take the troops off the street, raise your hand. Raise your hand high. Raise your hand high. If you want the curfew ended, let the world see that you want the curfew ended tonight. We are not animals. We are human beings. They got some more women. I got plenty of women and kids coming on also. But right now I'm going to bring on. I got them coming. Everybody coming. This is the People's Mic. From the Wire. From the Wire and from Baltimore. Slim from the Wire and Pastor Ted Sutton from Baltimore. Then we're going to bring on some more youth. And of course, some more women. All right.
Real quick, real briefly. I just want to speak to the city of Baltimore and the whole world. All those row houses that's burnt up and all those row houses, we need to fix those row houses up for these single black mothers raising these single young brothers growing up in the community. Alright? They keep saying we doing this. We are not thugs. We done said that a million times. We got these young mothers raising these young boys without no recreation, without no help. These young ballerinas. We need to have more programs for these young girls and these young boys. They want us off the street. They say we thugs, we run the street, we do this, we do that. I'm an actor. But I filmed in Baltimore for 3-4 years. This is my home too. And I love Baltimore. This is a powerful city. It's pretty downtown. Let's fix the hood up. Let's fix the hood up. If we don't fix the hood up, then we can't fix ourselves up. Don't give the kids a lollipop and want us to be quiet for a minute till they wave over. It's not, they making it a fad. Keep killing our young black brothers like this. It's happening too much and too frequent. If we don't stand up right now, we gonna lay down. So that's my briefness. Let's all stand together, we lay.
Peace and blessings, and tell them to take the peace and go to hell. Tell them to take their peace and go to hell. Ever since we've been here, we had no peace. Let me tell y'all something. I am 74 years old and will be 75 in August. And I've been fighting for over 57 years. I was out there with the minister, Malcolm. And I'm original Panther, not an immature, but original. All right. I want to tell y'all something, and especially our sisters. We got to stand behind our children. Y'all didn't have a ride. You had an uprising. Damn it, it's time for a rise.
That's right.
You asking how you gonna eat? Take the damn food. That's how you gonna eat. Take the food. Take the housing. Because it's a plan to push every black man, woman, and child out of this city.
You said, Mama.
You see that building across the street with that drunken devil sitting up there talking about he your housing commissioner? That's his plan.
They're trying to kill us. Look at
That's his plan. We got to stand together. We got to find a way to come together. See, I'm going to tell you something. Like I told poor white people a long time ago. When I sleep, your ass going to sink with me. You're going to all swim together or you'll sink. Ain't no two-tier stuff now. Brothers and sisters, I'll commend the young children Monday. I love y'all.
We love you too, Mama.
See, sometimes these old, and I'm a minister. Let me just say that. I'm Reverend Mother Annie Chambers, and I'm pastor of the African Spiritual Love Ministry. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you, when you pray sometimes, you can't tell God how to deliver it. He delivered it Monday. Yes, he did. He sent it to us Monday. When he sent down children to say, stand up, stop bending over, stand up and fight back. And I want to say to you, children, you're not thugs. The thugs sat over in City Hall. You're not a thief. The thief sat in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
And you're certainly not a hoodlum, because that's them things standing out here talking about their garden.
They're gonna kill us.
What you are is soldiers. See, you're soldiers of the Most High. You're soldiers of the Most High. So I praise you, and I greet you, and I will stand with you until they rest, lay me to rest. God bless me to have an army of my very own, because he gave me 25 children. And I said to them, stand up and fight back. Yes, some of them got caught up and they locked up, but you know what? They know what the deal is. Grandma and Mama been going to jail a long time. God bless you.
Let's give up a hand for y'all. Let's give her a hand, y'all. You gotta understand, I don't have much to say after that. But I want to share that yes, I was born right here in Mercy Hospital. Mercy. I look at some of the youth and I want to share something with you. I thank you for being who you are.
Yes.
This is one of the strongest generations since the 60s, y'all.
Yes.
But I want to share, I am a Christian and I'm proud of it, y'all. I'm going to tell you, and I'm not a Christian that has a wishbone. I got a backbone, y'all. I'm one that goes into juvenile detention center. I go down on the corner. In fact, after the incident kicked off, the next day some young people from Gilmore called me and I have been working with them since then. When I look at that, it's so funny. I work with gang members and I call them my brothers, y'all. Some other people call them other things. I call them my brothers. You gotta remember, we in Baltimore right now. See, if you say Baltimore, I know you're not from here. It's Baltimore. But I look at my own situation and I have given out. That's right, there it is. There it is. There it is. See, some of the cats out here know some of the work that I do. So you're looking at a thug. Yeah, that's what they would have labeled me.
That's right.
I'm Dr. Ted's son, but somebody still said he's a thug. In fact, you want to know something? Somebody back there also said that I was the one that started the riots. Now, I must be real important to be able to do that job. See, because to me, it's about speaking the truth, and the truth don't need support. You got to understand that in that, and it was funny that we had Slim up here, because when you talk about the wire, I was one. I'm Dr. Ted, but when you look up Crazy Ted, you'll see my face. And at 15, carried a sawed-off shotgun and was down in Murphy Homes and Lexington Terrace and Pimlico Road and Garrison and Bell and Hilltop. But I'll tell you, but that's what I'm talking about, brother. Stand with me. Stand with me.
No, you ain't no thug, you a man.
That's right.
A thug is a motherfucker that gonna go in the revenue and lock motherfuckers up to get money that they don't want to get us. That's a thug. These bitches got $10,000 a day to lock somebody up for an open container, but they ain't got nothing for a job. Let's get that revenue back in the city. As far as somebody giving the motherfucker $500,000.
$500,000 bail for who?
For the dude from
for the police car.
Yeah.
Hold on, $500,000 bail for the police car.
The window.
350. So what he's saying, hold on, what he is saying is that property is more, no, I got it, brother, but I appreciate you though. What he's saying is that the property has been more important than the person, y'all. He's saying that it was more important about broken glass than a broken back. That's what he was saying. But I only shared that in things, and I appreciate it, because I tell you like this. So you gotta understand, there's a lot of pain that's out here, y'all. That's it. Yeah. But you know what? This brother is talking, and I don't know if somebody got confused. This brother is talking about that if the bail was higher for someone who set a car on fire than for somebody that actually killed Freddie Grey.
Right.
That's what he just said.
That's what happened.
So as I share with that, I'm not going to prolong it longer, but I wanted to share with y'all. You got to understand that for me personally, I actually asked for God to give me a second chance in the Mitchell Courthouse building, 2nd floor, 4th bathroom stall, 10 minutes before I was to get sentenced to 15 years for something I didn't do. But I will share something with y'all young people. The worst thing that could ever happen to you is for you to fall in love with something that don't love you back. And I love the streets, y'all, at the time. So as we do this and we move, I wanted them to share that I changed my life. And I'm able to go around the world, help people change their life. So how many people want change? Do you want change? Do you want change? Do you want change? And I'm going to share that. And also for the person that was on the radio commentator that talked all that out your mouth about I started the riot. I've been calling your house phone because I wanted to see you in person. And when you get a chance, return my call because I want to speak to you in person, because I ain't no Mr. Telephone Man. I'm a real man. I don't have no wishbone. I got a backbone. And I've been fighting out in the streets. And if you got something to say to me as a man, look me in the eye and say it as a man. And my name is Ted Freedom.
You don't have to curse to express it.
And my name is Ted Freedom Fighter Sutton, and I support this message. I'm out of here.
We have some youth that represent Baltimore City across the board, a few from Gilmore Homes, and they're going to take a few minutes to speak. So let's respect their wishes, hear their concerns, and give them a few minutes. Thank you. Here we have Khalil Green.
Listen. See, a lot of people think that we statistics and stuff, and think that we don't have no mind out here. But let me tell you something. I done sold drugs. I done did everything these people try to do now. I done been locked up 23 hours in that cell, half an hour out. I done did that. My people stand up, man. Baltimore, we is back, man. We is back. Even though they convicted them, we still gotta fight. We still, I apologize. Even though they charged them, we still gotta fight. Because you gotta realize, this is not over yet. It's never gonna be over. It's always gonna be a war with these police. It's always. Police brutality will never stop. In Atlanta yesterday, a black lady got killed by a police. They are not stopping. So we not gonna stop. Fight with your mind, people. Don't try and fight with your hands and no guns or nothing. You ain't gonna win. Fight with your mind. Use your mind. Get your education. I don't care who you is, how old you is. Get your education. It don't matter. We is out here. I'm letting y'all know Baltimore, we back. I'm gonna talk for my generation, and we gonna stand up. Cause I'm gonna let everybody know. I done been what Freddie done been through. That's why he living in me now. That's why I'm up here standing saying what I'm saying. I used to be shy. I ain't used to like to talk to people. I'm back. My city back, so I'm back. I want my black people and all my people to know that I'm here with you. And we gonna fight. Black power. Power to the people.
Ebony Johnson. Hey, everybody out there. Real brief break, we have an announcement.
Is it a Vincent Christian lost a credit card? Vincent Christian, you can come up to the booth. Vincent Christian.
Thank you, Vincent Christian. Ebony Johnson.
Thank you. I appreciate this opportunity to be up here. I'm a recent college graduate. I'll be 27 next week. And I wanted to let everybody out there know, whoever's listening across the country, across the world, I'm a young lady. I'm willing to stand with whoever's going to stand with me to help to bring our community together. We can't be divided. And so we're all together. I'm here with whoever is with me. I'm very big on people. I'm gonna bring it up. Mental and emotional health. It's not talked about. Mental and emotional health. There's some people who end up put into the prison systems because they have mental health issues, emotional health issues. I want to break that stigma. And I want to say, I'm a recent college graduate. I had to cry some tears. And I got there because some people believed in me. And I'm encouraging everybody. I will look into these cameras. Whoever's looking, I'm looking straight at you, wherever you are, I'm encouraging you. Anybody that puts you down, take that, whatever you feel, that oppression, and use it to push yourself. I had to cry some tears. And I thank God for this opportunity that people are able to hear my voice, but my voice is a voice for everybody, black, white, Puerto Rican, Asian, I don't care what color you are, what race, wherever you're from. I'm with you. Thank you all so much. God bless. God, whatever you believe in. Thank you so much.
One more, Tony Arrington from Gilmore Homes.
Hi, my name is Tony Arrington. I'm here speaking on the behalf of Freddie Grey and Gilmore Homes in Baltimore, Maryland. To everyone out here in the opening that's listening, please open your ears. Stand up. If we are undivided, we can't get nowhere. Us standing out here arguing, fussing and wanting to fight each other is not going to get us nowhere. It's not going to get us no answers. We got to stand peacefully. Protest peacefully. Stop the madness. Stand together. Stand up, Baltimore. Stand right and stand up for what's yours. If y'all don't stand up, nobody gonna stand up. I'm asking for everybody all over the country. Come out. Come help. Come support. Donate what you can donate. Give back what you can give back. Help Baltimore. We need it.
Baltimore. Baltimore. I can't hear y'all. Baltimore. How about back there? Baltimore. How about over there? Baltimore. Can we get loud? Let's make some noise. We out here, we trying to make noise out here. Peaceful, positive protest. Look, I don't gotta tell too many people who I am. Look, they locked me up, and I'm still out here, and I'm gonna be out here every day for our people. It's not about me, it's not about you. It's about this police brutality that's keep an ongoing situation. It went from New York, Ferguson to New York, down to Baltimore. We trying to stop the cycle.
That's the guy
we trying to stop it here. Look, it's not over yet. That's because you charged with something, it don't mean it's a conviction. And I keep letting people know, Monday and Tuesday is just a sample of what they're gonna get if they get off. It's just a sample. I just want everybody to know, I'm out here for our people and I'm out here for our city. I'm out here. Look, no justice? No peace. No justice? No peace. No justice? No peace. No justice? No peace. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. I got a feeling. I got a feeling. Oh, I got a feeling that somebody's trying to hold us back, and it ain't gonna be no stuff like that. Sing it with me, y'all. I got a feeling. I got a feeling. Oh, I got a feeling that somebody's trying to hold us back, and it ain't gonna be no stuff like that. One more time, y'all. I got a feeling. Y'all got that feeling? Because I got that feeling. That's why I'm out here. Not for this protest. Because what? Somebody's trying to hold us back, and it ain't gonna be no... Rest in peace, Freddie Grey.
Alright, hey there. Baltimore, I love you. I love every one of you. Okay, but we're going to take a pause here because I got too many people here on the stage. Okay, so let me move some people out of the way for a second. Okay, because I want the speakers to feel comfortable. I don't want them to